Hi, John here with a follow-up on the NipponDenso starter that is found typically in the Isuzu Amigo, Isuzu Rodeo, Honda Passport, and other vehicles with the 3.2-liter V6 engine. A lot of times people report a problem with turning the key on the car and you just hear a click, but the car won't start. Battery's good, but you hear a click, 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 click. Then maybe after the 8th or 10th time, it'll finally partially start or maybe start. Well, what happens is the contactors between these three little pieces right here, this is the plunger rod that is actuated whenever you hit the key, and the contacts does not match up. Sometimes it's a high or low spot, but usually it's corrosion on this little starter solenoid. So I went ahead and bought one on eBay, and there is the part number if you need to see that. And as you can tell, it's a little under 10 bucks, so it's very, very cheap to get these. This is for all the NipponDenso starters, but one of the reasons why I wanted to make this follow-up video is, as you may have seen in other videos, including the folks from BG Design and Solutions, if you search Rodeo solenoid rebuild without full removal of starter, you'll see where he was able to take that starter out, turn it around up inside the cavity of the engine bay, and be able to access a little door that's got 3 screws in it. You'll see it's sort of like a little trapezoid there, but it uses 3 7mm bolts to take it off. And when you take it off, you'll be able to take out this plunger rod, and it'll be a spring here that rides up and down, and that's the primary contactor. Now, one thing that he did, he was able to get in there and replace all these contactors. But in my case, what I was able to do is just go ahead and put the new one of these in by just simply removing the cap and then giving it a try, closing it back up, gently rotating the starter back into position, and it fired up and works just fine. So it solved the problem without the removal of the starter, without the removal of the exhaust system, or jacking up the car, or jacking the car up off of the motor mounts. So as you can see, this is the used one. It's been in there for 142,000 miles, and you can see how corroded it is, and obviously it's got some high and low spots, and that's what I was experiencing. These are the contactors that you see when you open up the starter solenoid cap. So you got one side here, and then you got the other side. Now, like I said, in my case, I did not replace these because when you get inside there, the cavity is so small and tight, for you to try to change those little pieces out is really a pain. But so you might want to try just changing the solenoid plunger first and see if you can get the car going again. And if it starts to fail, then of course you can get back in there and fix it properly. But I just want to let you know that it is a relatively easy job to take the 2 bolts out that hold the starter up, slowly rotate it around gently, and there's enough slack on the cables for the starter to be able to do that. And then take that cap off. There's got a rubber gasket underneath it, of course. Replace this, take the old spring out, put it in the new one, and pop it back in there. It goes in kind of like this, and as soon as you hit the key, this copper ring hits these 2 contactors. That's what makes the car start. So I hope this will help you, but again, big shout out to the fellows at BG Design Solutions for pointing out that you don't have to necessarily remove the starter. And if you search it by what's in highlight there, you'll find his video, and then you can take it from there. So thanks again for watching, and I hope this was helpful to you, and good luck on your repair for your starter solenoid for a 3.2-liter NipponDenso starter assembly. Take care. Bye-bye.